guys, how's it going? And welcome back to At Home Workout number 31. Today, as we get started with our warm-up, we're going to start off with the Tabata, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to start with kettlebell swings, move on to mountain climbers, and then finishing with alternating bird dogs. We're going to be going through 3 rounds of the warm-up. So we've got kettlebell swings to start for 20 seconds. Make sure we're hinging at the hip, keeping the hips and the knees back, and then squeezing our hips, drive that weight eye level. 20 seconds of that. Then we're going into 20 seconds of a mountain climber. So pulling those knees to your chest as you keep your back as flat as possible. After your mountain climbers, we're going to go into 20 seconds of an alternating bird dog. So as we get into hands and knees here, we're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg in either direction. So we're trying to get long here, not height, okay? So reach in opposite leg, opposite arm in either direction, making sure we keep that belly tight, alternating that for 20 seconds. And that is your Tabata warm-up. Once you guys get through your warm-up today, I'm going to give you a little bit of extra time to warm up your deadlift and build up to the weight that we're going to be using for the workout, because we're starting off with the workout today. So the workout is going to be a 20-minute AMRAP. We're going to start with 10 deadlifts at 70% of your 1 rep max. So kind of leveling the playing field here. Whatever your 1 rep max is, we're taking 70% of that weight and putting it on the barbell. Whenever you finish your 10 deadlifts, you're going to move on to 20 toe to bar. We can do any kind of scaling here with the equipment that you have. So if you have a rig, then regular toe to bar. But if not, then we can do V-ups, we can do hanging knee raises, just whatever you have access to. That's what I want you to scale down to. Once you finish your 20 toe to bar, we're going to move on to a 400-meter run. That is going to complete 1 round of this 20-minute AMRAP. You're going to complete that as many times as possible within that 20-minute time frame. Now, for those of you guys that are fairly new and have never done a 1 rep max deadlift before, I want you to get pretty heavy with these. So, pushing out of your comfort zone, if you're somebody that usually is comfortable at staying at, say, 95, 65 for every single workout, I want you to get out of your comfort zone and put a little bit more weight on the bar to where it is a weight that you're maybe have to break probably once in each set. So 5 and 5, 6 and 4, something that's going to be pretty heavy to your ability, and it's going to make you work for that set of 10. Now before you guys get into the workout, I want you to spend a little bit of extra time warming up your deadlift in order to get to that 70% of your 1 rep. But for those of you guys that don't have a barbell, what we're going to be doing today is a little kettlebell complex instead of the deadlifts. So what we're going to be doing is combining a swing plus a reverse lunge. We're going to be doing a total of 10, so 5 lunges on each leg, but we're going to be starting each lunge with a kettlebell swing. So it'll look like this. 1 swing, bring it up to the front rack, reverse lunge. 1 swing, bring it up to the front rack, reverse lunge. That is 2. As we go on, so on and so forth. 1 swing, bring it up, lunge. That would be 3 reps there. So, for those of you guys that don't have a barbell and only have either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you're doing 10 reps of the kettlebell complex, 1 swing plus one lunge. And for all those people who want a little bit of extra volume, our extra piece today is going to be a workout for time. It's going to be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 of right leg pistols, left leg pistols, triple unders, and then a PVC pipe sit-up. Now for those of you guys that want to do the extra work, I want you to spend a little bit of extra time warming up and prepping your ankles and your hips for these pistols. So, as we get started, if you have a foam roller, you can use a foam roller or something hard like a softball or some kind of ball that you can roll your calves on is what I'd prefer you find. But we're just going to roll our Achilles out, work your way all the way up the calf as we switch legs. Spend a good minute or 2 here, rolling out each leg. Make sure we turn that foot inside and out to get both the inside and the outside of the calf and the Achilles. Now once you're done foam rolling, you can either spend some time here pushing your knee out over your toe, stretching that calf out a little bit more, stretching out your ankle. But what I also want you to do is to stretch the hips. So getting into a tall lunge, pushing your hips through, and I want you to reach tall. Hold that for about 5 seconds, and then press back. Do that about 5 or 6 times on one leg, and then we're gonna switch, and we're gonna push into it as we raise up our arms in the air. Hold it for about 5 seconds, go back. Hold it for about 5 seconds, go back, so on and so forth until we get that 5 or 6 reps. Now, for those of you guys doing extra work and that need a couple options for pistols, say you don't have the range of motion for a pistol or the leg strength, we can either elevate the heel, so finding a plate or something to put underneath your heel to give you a little bit more ankle range of motion to go all the way down and all the way up. You can do that. Or we can do a single leg box squat. So just finding a low, something below your knee to where it'll still be, you'll still be working to get that rep. So sitting down in the box and then rocking back forward and pushing back to that leg. We're doing the same number of reps there. Then we're going to move on to our triple unders. All right, triple unders is a very high skill movement. So making sure that we are efficient with double unders before we try this higher skill. So those of you guys that have about 50 to 100 reps every time you touch a rope, I want you guys to work on the triple unders. All right, main thing here on the triple unders is maintaining the same positions as you would in a double under. Okay, a lot of times when people try to do triple unders, they lose position. They either hunch over, they pick their legs up, they widen their hands out way farther. But it's super important that we maintain the same positions as a double under so that we can be as efficient as possible. All we're doing is jumping just a tad bit higher, not much, but we're flicking our hands a little bit faster as well. So trying to maintain the same positions as a double under. I'm going to try and get a couple here. If not, then don't. I got 3. All right, so that's what I want them to look like. All right, make sure the hands stay dialed in, jump up a little bit higher, and then flick those hands one more time to get that third revolution in. Now, once you finish your triple unders, we're going to come over to our ab mat, and I want you to grab a PVC pipe as well. If you've got a broomstick, you can use a broomstick too. But what we're going to do here is put the PVC pipe on our back, drape our arms over top. We're going to butterfly our feet like we always do with ab mat sit-ups. But don't underestimate these. These are much harder than they look. So as we lay back, we're going to touch the shoulders to the ground, and we sit up using our abs only. Okay? Lay down. Ooh, all abs. Okay? So if you need to link your feet in to dumbbells or something, you can, but I would prefer you not to. If you're not able to do it without them, then of course, by all means, then you can do that and then make them a tad bit easier. But I want you to struggle through these PVC pipe sit-ups because you're not going to be able to go super fast through those. But we're going to start with 10 of each movement, then go 8, 6, 4, and then finish with 2 reps of each movement. 4 times. And that's all we have today, guys, for our at-home workout number 31. Like always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. But hopefully you guys are able to find some time today when it's not raining to get outside and do the workout. I promise the forecast didn't say it was going to rain today like 2 days ago when I programmed it. So hopefully y'all are able to find a break in the forecast if it does rain all day to do this workout. But if you have a rower and you want to sub the run with the row, you can always do that. But make sure you log your workouts in Wodify, and we will see you guys on the next video.